Welcome to the first episode of Beyond Genius, where we bring together the genius leaders, innovators, and industry experts to explore the ideas shaping the future of work. The workforce has transformed across generations, from changing mindsets to technologies to the evolving definition of work itself, from handwritten records to AI-driven workforce. Today's conversation explores the incredible transformation of workforce throughout the ages. And in this inaugural episode, who else to start off than our respected chairman, Mr. P Yadav, whose 5 decades of experience gives us a real-time glimpse of the evolution of leadership, workforce, and the ever-evolving world of work. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yes, Sarmita.
And sir, it is actually a pleasure for all of us to have you here with us and to discuss something which we look forward to hear from you.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, we all know about our journey, but I would like our audience also to know about this wonderful journey of yours. That from selling vegetables and newspapers to continue your education, from that kind of a life to building an empire of giving jobs to people. What would you let us know about this beautiful journey of yours?
Yeah, Sarmita. Every journey has its own path, process, and destination. So, even my journey has certain path, process, and destination. So, obviously, I started my career, or my life when I was in class 8. Those days, I think the resources were limited in the family. So as a result, I had to sell vegetables on the road, fruits in that Monument Maidan, Dhamdala Maidan, and newspaper house to house. But I think every job is a respected job if one has to see. And each job, when you do, it promotes you for the next better job. So the job which I did in the beginning, it was those days, I think it was a necessity. But each job, whichever I did, it was for short time, and I learned from that job and moved to the next. So from whatever I sold, it was for funding for my education, for my family, for entire household, and ultimately I kept on funding on education, and I did excellent in education. And when you do excellent in education, you get a good job, you get good wisdom, you are talented, your IQ is sharp, and you are better equipped to face the world. So finally I got a good job, and I was in the job for almost about 16 years, and I did extremely well in the job. And I think I became general manager when I was just about 33 years old, which was handling 6 factories, 7 offices, and it was a turnover of I think about 150 crore company. So I was completely in charge of the company, except accounts and finance. So that is only because when you start from very low level and you kept on learning, so your learning is faster, and your capacity to explore and to bring result on the table is far better compared to you start in a very comfortable situation. So with that, finally I got into the business and I started the Genius.
Sir, you have experienced 5 decades of work. 2 decades as an employee, as you said, and 3 decades of going genius like this. So, we would like to know, you must have seen a complete transition of mindset of employees because the workforce has changed. We would like to know about this change of mindset of employees, of people you are giving jobs to, how things have changed over the years.
There has been gradual shift in the mindset of the employees who look for the job. So when I was in the job, that was 70s and 80s, and maybe I think just touching the 90s. So in those days, the people used to look for a government job. That was the first priority. The second priority used to be the stable job, and the job which will give steady income, so that family could be taken care. The job should give benefits like PF and ESI, and maybe leave travel allowance. So the focus was more on stability, stable job, secure job. That was in 70s and 80s. Come 90s. So when we came into the 90s, 90s computer came into the market, and also the television became much more available in India. So computer, television, and also when came computer, along with the computer, various accessories like fax also came, and many things came in the regular laptop came, tab came in those days. So that was the time when the shift from government job to private job also came. So people started coming into the private job. So initially the demand for the salary was not much. That means people were not asking that humko kitna aapko dena hai. People started asking more in somewhere in 90s, because it came into the private world. Private world, you have to work more, and the private world more open to listen to the people as to what you want. And the first time the industry started experience the use of technology. Technology means those days were the computer. Computer was an technology. So there were a lot of institute opened, and many people started getting into the training. Then came 90s and 2000 beginning, banking and insurance, and even the education. These three reforms came, and also the economic reform came. So with these four reforms, India completely transformed. People never thought that there could be bank which is not nationalized. There could be a private bank. People who used to invest money into LIC and only nationalized bank, the first time got the opportunity that there are insurance company which is a private insurance company. So huge number of jobs came into the market because large number of banks, private banks, insurance company, education institute came into the foray, and the jobs were available. So then the people, the aspirations for the salary jumped. What if the base of the salary was somewhere in 70s, 80s, let's say 1, the base of the salary straight away jumped 5 by the time 90s came, and all these banking, insurance, education reforms came. Finally, so the people from a stable job to higher compensation, better perks. So the first time the perks like the car, the holidays, ESOP came into the market, and the people started looking. So finally now, so 2000. So 2000, the people, the India completely transformed because many reform took place. The social media came, the Google came, and many technology came into India, and many foreign companies started investing. And complete transformation of India took place. Now, situation is that the jobs are there. Good people with right skill are very limited, and also by the time 2000 came in, I think the women participation in the job increased huge. Today in 2000, I think the ratio of women participant in job is almost about 33%, which was in 70s or 80s was just about 10 to 11%. So as a result, what happened? Both the partners are working, and when both the partners are working, the income is more, but the time is less for the home. So therefore, now I think in today's context, people look for professional growth, people looks for work-life balance, people looks for job which will take care of the professional aspiration and the personal aspirations. no nonsense, no boss culture. Uh, uh, there should be a clear-cut understanding as to what is to be done. So these things came. And so today, I don't think people they work for the security, but definitely they work for the security of the family, for the professional career, for the growth, and I think people want democratic environment. And a simple language is, as the company has to practice democratic, congenial, and atmosphere which promotes equality among the people. That's the transformation has taken.
Very true, sir. In fact, I am from the millennial generation. Now we have our Gen Zs coming in. We can also understand how much of a change of mindset that has happened, as you have rightly said, sir. And maybe this was a change that was very much necessary in workplaces.
Yeah.
Because this maybe will prevent humans from running into robots.
Yeah.
Talking about robots, you have handled handwritten records on CVs. So now we are handling recruitments with AI bots who are taking interviews.
Yeah.
So this change that has happened, which one, if we talk about this advent of technology, which part of technology do you think is impacting our recruitment environment the most?
See, there were days where the CV used to be in a hard copy, and we used to call the candidates by phone, and that the phone used to be the landline, and client used to travel from one city to other city for the final interview. I have traveled many places for the final interview. Those days are gone. Today the interview is in the car. The candidate may be in the village. Candidate could be on a holiday, and we all take the interview on the video. Along with that, the technology in terms of getting the resume at one place, the various job portals are there where you get all the resume you can get. Then the artificial intelligence, the bots are available who can conduct the interview, who can short the resume, which can you can send the auto letters to the client, the candidates can organize the interview auto. So there has been transformation in the recruitment world. But since we are not only in the recruitment business, we are in the business of staffing and various other HR services. But I must tell you, that technology is playing important role in all the products which we have. Staffing, where large number of people are working, and they are raising the bill. So bids are raised by the bots without an error. Bots checks if there is an because client checks our bills on through the bots. So therefore, the bots also has to check here whether we are making the correct bill or not. So both way you need to ensure that the client accepts on time. The payment which comes, earlier we used to do the payments by check, by cash. Today it is auto transfer. So huge contribution of technology in our business, and that's why the volume have changed. The entire mindset have changed of the client and our people, and also our vendors.
Very true, sir.
Yeah.
And I think it is now time for asking the questions that I guess our audience will also be looking to hear from you. If we see today's news, 90% of the times we are seeing that AI is replacing humans. Is it possible? Do you think it is possible for an artificial intelligence, a machine, to replace humans in any field?
You see, I have seen several technology has come in my lifetime. The first thing which I saw, the computer replaced the typewriter. So we used to have a lot of secretaries, stenographers. Those jobs vanished. But today you have so many BPO call centers, and they are actually doing the job of what secretary or the clerk used to do. When the computer came, everybody was scared. Particularly certain states where it was not allowed even to make entry of the computer. Of course, those states are a little behind, but finally computer came, and the people adopted, and the number of jobs increased. Similarly, we also saw when the social media came, when the bank came, private bank came, the radio was launched. So earlier only was the Vishwa Bharati was there. We used to listen to music. But today, if any car driver you ask him, everybody runs the radio. So there is not one station today. There are, at least in India, will be 600 stations, radio stations. And those days only there was one company which was doing, and that too everybody was not listening. Today everyone is listening. So technology comes. What technology does? Technology actually improves the efficiency of the human being. It does not replace it. So artificial intelligence will improve the efficiency of human being. It will improve the quantum of the business. It will improve the productivity of every scale. For example, agriculture. So artificial intelligence in terms of forecasting the rain, forecasting the air, giving the what kind of seeds you will give, what kind of agriculture you will do, how much water you will do. I'm saying there, in education. In education, artificial intelligence will completely transform. That means you will learn through the bots, you will work through the bots. Your laboratory test which you will do, or research you will do, the research which used to take let's say 3 years to come to a paper, probably in a week you will do the research, because the material for research which was gathering was so difficult. Today, material for research to gathering, it could be in a day or 2 days. So research which used to take 3 years, it will take in just about a week, or maybe 2 weeks, or maybe 6 months time. So any technology is an enabler. It enhances and improves the efficiency. It does not replace the human being. So the volume of the business, the volume of the productivity, or the quantum of the productivity in every sphere of the humans will increase so much that large and large number of people will be required. But what is important here, that you need to shift the gear of your skill. That means you yourself have to reskill, relearn, and change yourself for this technology which is coming new to you. It's like as a child when we are born, after 6 months we started playing with a small toy. Then we start playing with a bigger toy. So we are changing actually skill, because initially you get toys which is not mechanical, but subsequently when you become about 4 years old, you get mechanical toy. So you learn how to use the mechanical things in the toy. Then you start getting the electrical toy. Then you start learning how do I use the electrical things in the toy. Then you start getting the maybe computerized toy. Then you start getting the gaming and various. So it's just like that. Humans or the people who work, they have to just go on changing the way you function, the way you do the work. So artificial intelligence will never reduce or replace the human being. It will increase the volume of the work. It will increase the productivity, and it will give more platform, more platter to choose and do the job.
This is so beautifully stated, sir. The example that you gave, that how we learn playing with toys, we do it unconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, from our subconscious, we start learning.
Mm-hmm.
If the generation of today, and even the older generations who are very new to this technology, if they treat this learning as a subconscious automated thing, they have that gain to learn something. I think it will be helping much more. Even if I talk about my example, when it was kind of a strange thing when we started finding AI. I saw people using artificial intelligence to write something, and I was like, how are you writing it? But today, I myself am using artificial intelligence at the several platforms to write things, basically to help me with my research so that I write better. It's a beautiful mindset that we're.
See, not only that, any technology which comes, after all, it is for the commercial use and it is for the benefit of the human being. So whoever makes the technology, any company or any researcher or any scientist, they understand that the technology will be run, developed, and managed by certain core of people, which is very less number, but it will be used by large number of people. So whoever will use the large number of people, for them it will be easy to use and it will be very convenient to work with. For example, electricity. When electricity was produced, the people who were involved into research and producing the electricity, for them it was not difficult. But for the common people, if they touch the electricity, there is a devastating problem. But they cannot touch, so they were told that this is how you should use the electricity. Similarly, artificial intelligence is for a commercial use. So the people who are the company which is developing, they know that this will be used by the common people, so they will make so easy or so convenient, so easy way to operate that you don't need to learn about artificial intelligence. You just need to how to run it. So it will be plug and play. You just come, you work on the technology and improve your productivity and go.
So, sir, since we have moved into this AI and automation era, what is your advice for the youngsters, the professionals who are now coming into the jobs?
Okay, I think the people who are coming to the job, first of all, we must understand that they are also learning in the current environment. And current environment means, the school, the college, the institute, they are all have today introduced artificial intelligence and various other things, not only artificial intelligence, but all the domain of the technology is used in the school, college and the university. So they go through that. All is required that when you come, how you can use those technology in the company. So that means you come with the tools. Those tools are in you have learned in the school and the college and the university. Those tools, how you can use in the working environment to improve the productivity, to bring the better result. So any people who get into the job and whoever can use this in a better way, in a faster way, his promotion, his increment, his growth of career in the life would be better and faster. And those who cannot or who will do in a smaller scale, their growth and career will be a little restricted. So it all depends on the people, in my opinion. I think this is applicable to everybody. It's like in the same class, 10 students study, and you find one becomes a prime minister, one becomes maybe a clerk, and one becomes maybe a scientist. So it is the same teacher, same class. So it's how somebody learns and uses those skills in the life. Similarly, it is applicable to all the people who come to the job.
Very true, sir. Very true. So we would like to close this session with one question. You are 70. We have recently celebrated your birthday. At 70, you are continuing to lead, innovate, and think about the future. Looking ahead, what is your vision about the future workforce, the kind of legacy that you want to run Genius into in the future?
Yeah, see, first of all, age is a number, I personally believe. And what is important is the fitness of your physical body and the mind. You still can work very hard. But that is beside one, The second is that, as a person, when you run a company for so long, you need to create people who will carry on. In other words, it is a succession. So for Genius, succession plan is well defined. I mean, there are people which is equally talented like me. In fact, they are better talented, and there are further teams. So the top level of leadership is already well placed. the business process and the documentation and the technology, the rules, systems is well defined. That which is just needs to be sharpened and modified year to year, time to time. And what I visualize, that in coming futures, the people will come with the high aspirations. They will come with technology, with a mindset to do something very fast. So you need to create congenial environment. That means if somebody is coming with a talent, with with a fast to bring the result with a very speed, wants to grow at very faster pace, wants to bring the result on the table very fast pace. So we need to create such kind of atmosphere, for such kind of people to come, experiment, and you bring the result faster, and you get also the faster compensation or the growth or the increment or the job content or the responsibility. So long, our understanding of what kind of people are coming and where we are, and we combine both of them, it is a metaphor in terms of bigger canvas we create. And then in that bigger canvas, each one of us, whether the company or the company people, the new people which comes, the new technology comes, everybody flourishes. This I see that this is what is going to happen, not only with Genius, but any company who thinks like this, they will all grow like this.
Amazing, sir.
Yeah.
It's always wonderful to have a conversation with you. But thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful conversation. We will be having many more conversations like this on various topics, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned, because we will be coming up with many more interactions, many more sessions with the geniuses of Genius. Thank you for joining us on The Art of Genius.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Samita.